Welcome back to Origami Snowman. My name is Matt, and I'm sick. Boom. Yeah, let's talk about being sick. It's not fun. It sucks. It's nobody. You don't want to be sick. People don't. I don't want to be sick. I think I have the flu. A bunch of people at work have been sick, and kids are gross. So pretty sure I just got whatever they had, and my turn to carry it and spread it around. Ugh. It's like duck, duck, goose, but I hurt too much to get up and run. So, of course, that's always the case. Running is dumb. So one thing... I'm fine. I'm fine. One thing about being sick that I've noticed is when I blow my nose using toilet paper, if there's no tissue around or whatever, I usually blast right through it, right? Unless it's I went 4 layers deep, or you know what I mean, which is a little wasteful. Let's be honest. But when I use a tissue, I don't blow through it. It stays strong. Now, of all the various bathroom-themed papers, I feel like tissues are the ones you need to be strong the least. Does that make sense? Toilet paper, on the other hand, I feel if you weaved threads of Kevlar through it, I would appreciate it. That's the kind of strength that I would like from my toilet paper. So I don't understand why the bathroom paper people decided that no, tissues. Those are the ones. Those are the ones that have the tenacity of body armor. I don't understand. Anyway, so another, I don't remember. What hole was I on when I started? I was going to do 50, but I guess we're not counting. Look at me. Wow, that was a great shot. So back in July of 2021, I had COVID. And, everybody had it. It was just going around. And we were definitely mask wearers. We, thought, hey, this is a good idea. We don't know a whole lot about what's going on. If this has a chance of slowing the spread, then let's go for it, okay? I'm so sorry. My recording stopped because I got a phone call. I put my phone in Do Not Disturb, but I still get, it still stops the recording when I get a phone call. That doesn't make sense. I don't want to be disturbed. How do I reinforce that? How do I make Apple understand? Especially when it's potential spam. He needs to deal with this immediately. Anyway, I forget. Oh, yeah. COVID, 2021. Where we live, people are, they wear a lot of red hats. We'll just put it that way. And they were angry at the presumption that they would be asked to wear a mask. And it was bad. Our superintendent got death threats against him and his family because it was a state law and he was enforcing it. People are dumb. People are dumb. He was doing a good thing. He was obeying the law and protecting people. I'm just telling you, people are nuts. They're like, we care about our kids. Now I'm going to kill yours if you don't stop making us wear masks. It's so dumb. So I'm fine. But my wife and I, we both got it. Our daughters went to a church thing, and they all came back with COVID. They were fine. My son got it, and he was just a little fevery and coughing. My 2 daughters, who carried it but didn't suffer from it, just gave it to us. And so my wife and I, we both got very, very sick. We were also at the time trying to do flooring and landscaping. I don't know how to do flooring. So that was on top, I'm trying to figure all that out. And then landscaping, just moving piles of rocks, like literally like with a wheelbarrow. So I would come inside and I would do a couple boards on the floor, and then I would go outside and I'd move a couple loads of rock. I'm not a doctor, but from what I understand, that was entirely the wrong tactic. And so it really weakened me, and my blood oxygen level dropped to like 80, which is way, 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 way less than you want. Like anything less than like 95, you're like, something's going on. Which reminds me, I should probably check on that. I've got a little meter I can put on my finger. But so my wife went to the hospital, and they I don't remember without oxygen, memories are just rumors that your brain tells you. So I believe she spent the night in the hospital, and they gave her some steroids and got her all bulked up, and then sent her home angry with muscles. And then I was not well at all, and so they sent me to the ER, and they gave me some kind of shot. And then I came home, and then my blood oxygen just plummeted. And I passed out and landed flat on my face, and woke up to my wife and my son rolling me onto my back. So they sent me to the hospital, and they decided that they were going to keep me for a bit. So I ended up spending a week in the ICU, and then another week in like regular gen pop, so I was able to get visitors, which was nice, because my wife got to come and see me. And so 2 weeks in the hospital, and it was a great weight loss plan. I lost 30 pounds, and but not a real fulfilling vacation. So I wouldn't recommend, no. But historically, we don't get sick in my family, because 12 years running a daycare, you pretty much have had everything. But what we forgot is that they're always making new stuff. You can't stick with the old germs. People get tired of it, so you got to make new ones. No, I'm kidding. That sounded like dangerously close to a conspiracy theory. No. Like bacteria and germs and things, they mutate, they grow, they want to live too, and so they gotta live. Our bodies learn to fight them off, and so they learn new techniques. So, not being around a bunch of sick kids all the time, our bodies didn't update to the new antibodies. So now we're starting to get sick again. So yeah, it is what it is. I forgot how much getting sick sucks. So now I'm just trying not to hack and wheeze with every other word. Anyway, and one of my passengers this morning said, "You need to go get yourself tested." And I realized, you know what? When I tell people I'm sick, I don't want advice. Ever, actually. I don't ever want advice. What I want sympathy, and I want someone to tell me that I'm being a brave little man. That's all I want. But no, I'm not going to go get myself checked out. I know I'm sick. I know. If I pass out again on my face, if my blood oxygen drops, then I'll go have some professional look at me. But at the moment, even with health insurance, I certainly can't afford to go get checked out. Yeah. If you're not from around here, i.e. Living in the United States, you might wonder, hang on, you have health insurance, right? Doesn't that insure you affordable health care? No, absolutely not. That's it's like having a coupon that, when you go and you order your meal at Wendy's and you give them the coupon, they ring it up and you realize, oh, the meal is still too expensive. Okay, great. You order one of the fancy chicken sandwich meals, and $12, and you drop down that coupon, and they're like, this is good for 30 cents off. Oh my good Lord. So that's kind of what health insurance does. Although, I mean, to be fair, a $30,000 bill versus a $3,000 bill, there's no contest. Yeah, if I had to choose, I'd still choose the $3,000 payment. But it does seem silly. Things are a little out of control over here, and it blows my mind that news hasn't reached the rest of the world, because people are still trying to come here. Like, people are still trying to sneak into the country, and I'm not against people living here. I'm not against immigrants at all. But I just want to be like, guys, this is not the fairy tale land that you have been led to think it is. It's, yeah, it's nice. You could probably spend a week living in a rest stop and no one would notice, and you'd have all the amenities, running water and all sorts of good stuff. But, America, we throw money at weird things. We throw more money at killing people than we do at keeping people alive. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Now, some people will say, well, then you're an idiot then. Okay, great. Maybe I am, but maybe you could explain it to me. But every time I ask someone to explain that to me, they can't do it either. So I guess we're all idiots. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Are you guys fine? Are you guys well? Taking good care of yourself? Lots of fluids, plenty of rest. Bathe regularly. That's important. Hang on one second. I'm okay. Oh, I got the sniffles too. Sniffies. Oh. Yeah. When I was a kid, getting sick meant tea and toast. And usually Price is Right. And, The Love Connection with Chuck Woolery. Which is really not a show you ought to be exposing your 7-year-old to, but Mom didn't know what was going on. I think most of the comments went over her head too. It's fine. If you don't know what the Love Connection is, no, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Let me break it down for you. What they do is they take two people and they send them on a date. Okay? And basically a blind date. And then they bring them back to talk about it. Now, I don't remember all the details. I think one of them may have gotten to choose from a little video, which of these three people do you want to go on your date with? And so if it went well, then they go on another date, and it's a love connection. Yay! But if it didn't go well, then I think they got to pick another one. I don't remember. It's been so long since I saw that show. I just know that there was a lot more discussion of naughty times than is typical for a mid-morning show. I guess they just assumed all the little kids were watching PBS, which, yeah, until Mom left the room, and I was like, ugh. Sesame Street, boring. Call me when you get some new letters, and, over the thing. And so, anyway, oh, come on. So that's what Love Connection was, if you don't know, if you're unaware. And Chuck Woolery, he would whenever they'd go to a commercial, he'd say, we'll be back in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And that was him saying, hey, this commercial break is going to be 2 minutes and 2 seconds long, and they never were. I never timed them, but, how can they all be 2 minutes and 2 seconds long? I think Chuck Woolery was a liar. That was a great shot. I'm so pleased that I can feel my body cheering, but it's actually just sitting still. Oh, what do you guys do when you're sick? Well, that's not going to help. You sit in bed and cry? That's an all-the-time activity, not just when you're sick. Oh, boy, I tell you. If you guys are waiting until you're sick to cry in bed, what are you even doing? It's like waiting until you go to the movies to have popcorn. Just have popcorn whenever you want. Popcorn's good. Yesterday, I got home from work, and my wife and my daughter had stopped at Dairy Queen on the way home. Now, my daughter works at an ice cream place where they sell very fancy handmade ice cream. Oh, come on. And it's pretty expensive. But she knows what she's talking about. She likes ice cream. She knows what's good and what's not, and blah blah blah. But they decided to go to Dairy Queen. I think my wife had gift cards. Well, then they got all of us Blizzards, and when I got home, mine was in the freezer. Thank you very much. It was a very kind gesture. But I was not really feeling, well. But I ate my Blizzard, and it was actually quite tasty. That was around 4:45, 5 o'clock. Then at like 6:15 or so, I decided I should eat dinner. And we don't do dinner at our house. We don't sit around the table and eat. We should. We're all for it. We think it's a good idea. We see the benefit. We just don't, ever. It's just, I don't know why. We just don't. So it's a free-for-all. We just fend for ourselves. And so I fended for myself by having popcorn for dinner. That's it. I just had a whole bag of microwave popcorn. And then I sat in my chair and then went to bed. Yep. Yeah. Last night my dinner was a Blizzard and a bag of popcorn. Oh, I can't imagine why I don't feel better. That's weird, right? But I will give myself a little bit of credit because that's the first time in a long time that I've eaten so irresponsibly. Once upon a time, it was just understood that Matt's gonna eat crap. We would get a box of oatmeal cream pies, Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies, and that would last me about 2 days if I paced myself. I love oatmeal cream pies. One is just not enough. It's like when you hear a really amazing song and you're like, okay, immediately I gotta hear that again. That's what an oatmeal cream pie is, and then you're like, this is my new favorite song. I'm gonna add it to every playlist. So, yeah, Little Debbie stuff is good. It's just not good for you. Yeah. I feel like I'm running out of things to talk about. I haven't got any more phone calls to kick me off. What is happening? Ugh. All right. Oh my. All right. Let's. What are my predictions? My prediction on this, 12. I think I'm gonna get this on shot number 12. So 6 more shots. 1. 2. Oh, bouncy bounce. Uh-oh. In the thing? 3. Well, no, I got it on 10. So I underestimated myself. But, okay, no. There's no way I'm going to get this in 1. Or in 2. Oh. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm playing desert golf. It doesn't take any effort, by the way. I could literally be under a couch right now, and it wouldn't affect my performance in this game any. Not one little bit. I could probably play with my eyes closed. I don't want to. I mean, I kind of want to because I'm sitting right next to a window, and the curtains are open, and the sun is blinding me. But let's talk about that, by the way. It's a pet peeve of mine. So, light flashing right in your eyes. I do not like. At our church, they have like a little light show, and they do that during the worship service. It's a very small church. It's not like a big showy church. Okay, we have 150 to 170 people on a Sunday. It's just it's a very cozy community. Very nice. I like it a lot. But they do like a light show, and I'm telling you, man, every time the light flashes around and hits me in the eye, I consider atheism. It makes me so mad. It upsets me so much. It's just out of nowhere. It's like you're singing, you're happy with God. Lights in your eyes, and it just. Oh, I hate it so much. Was that a hole-in-one? I don't remember, but this one will be because that's how things work around here. Oh no, it's gonna bounce right over. Oh, I bet the last one was a hole-in-one. I should have just assumed. Why is the ball down there? Get out of here. Okay. No! I never should have made this video. I should have just curled up on the couch. Yeah. Okay, this next one will be a hole-in-one, and it'll be the last hole. I'm sorry, I'm whiny. I'm so sorry that I'm a little cranky boy. For the love of Pete, what in the world? Ugh. Yeah, we talked on the bus this morning about, like, all the unexpected downsides of, working in the medical profession. The things that you never thought, like, you'd ever have to deal with. And when I was in the hospital, when I first went in, there's this overweight 40-some-year-old man. I don't even, 40, how old? I'm 46, so that would have been, 42, 3, forget it. Yep, not getting enough oxygen. My brain broke. Anyway, when they brought me in, I'm pretty sure those young ladies who were like, I want to be a nurse, didn't anticipate having to give someone like me a sponge bath. And I'll be honest, I didn't anticipate getting one. I did not. I didn't enjoy it. I don't like being touched, and that was pretty invasive, and I was too weak to fight him off. So I feel like I was assaulted. Yeah, and I'm sure they probably felt the same. And then when they came back a couple days later and offered me another one, I was like, oh, no, please. And they thanked me for the correct answer and moved on. All right. This is the hole-in-one that we've all been waiting. No, it's not. Good night. But, they didn't probably think that sponge baths or cleaning out, like bedpans was part of the job description. Although I guarantee you it came up. And they were like, listen, we just need you to understand that this is a thing you're going to have to do. And they were like, yeah, maybe like once a month. No, like 8 or 9 times a day. And it's not going to be a nice experience. Ugh, I made sure of that. Boy, I tell you. Anyway, you're not going to roll back down, are you? Of course not. Of course not. Okay. At this rate, we're going to hit 7,000 holes, not subscribers. If we hit 85 subscribers, I'd be thrilled. We're at 82 right now, which is awesome. I love every single one of you. I don't know every single one of you, but I'm sure you're all great. I'm sure you have wonderful qualities. But 82 is pretty good. I'm still sticking firm to my goal of 150 by the end of 2024. We'll see how that goes. Tell your friends, or start, new accounts and just subscribe. Don't actually do that, because subscribers aren't views, unless you're going to watch them over and over again. Although I get the feeling that YouTube knows what's up. They know when you're doing that, but I appreciate it anyway. I'm fine. I really just want this to be, nope, it's no. Yeah, I'm getting worse. I can feel it. I'm trending downward. It's Thursday. If this were Friday, I wouldn't worry too much about it, but it's Thursday. So I still got to work tomorrow. Tonight, I don't mind. I can drive my route tonight. That's fine. I don't mind that one little bit. We got things. Oh no, we got plans. We got things to do tonight. But I can fake. I can fake a healthy outlook, right? I can fake positive. Oh, but here we go. Bouncity bounce. Roll into the thing. Just drop down. That's all. Now stay put. Sit. There. That's a good button. There we go. That was, wow. That was a lot of strokes. Okay, this one. Think we can do it? Thoughts and prayers, everybody. Thoughts and prayers. Okay. Well, odd how that didn't really get the job done. Okay. So, I was sick back in December. I'm guessing it was a flu. It was like a 24-hour stomach bug. But I thought, I can handle this. I can drive my route. I'll be fine. I will be fine. And so I did. I drove my route. I got all my elementary kids to school, went and got all my high school kids, got them to school, and I was on my way back to the transportation center and I knew I wasn't going to make it. Now, there is a busy, curvy road that leads up to the transportation center, and that's where I was. So I couldn't pull over. I just had to reach over and grab my trash can, and I let it fly while I was driving. And I don't know if you've ever driven a bus while vomiting violently into a trash can. I've done easier things. But went home, I cleaned my bus up, disinfected everything. Went home, threw up a couple more times, moaned and complained, and then went and drove my afternoon route, and then the next day woke up feeling great. So that's kind of how it is when you're a bus driver. If I don't go to work, somebody else has to do my job, like right then and there. It's not like, we'll just, you can work harder the next day. So I've never taken a day off. I've been driving since 2017, and I don't take days off. It's too much of a burden on everyone else. And I see an awful lot of people taking days off when they really don't need to. They're like, I just was feeling it. Just wanted to, oh crap. It's the opposite of what I wanted. So, I just, yeah, I don't, this is a job that's not hard to show up for, it's a great job. I love it. The kids are amazing. The work, not that difficult. People do tend to be sympathetic when you're having I went too far on that one. When you're having issues, your bus, something breaks down. People, they say, hey, I can get your kids on this street. Like, if they know they pass you in a neighborhood, they can say, oh yeah, hang on State Street or whatever. I can get your two kids, who's, out there at the blue house, And so it's nice. Your kids don't have to worry too much, and you don't have to worry too much. And the problem is we have some folks who they don't care that other people have to fill in for them, and so they'll just take days off when they just aren't feeling like going to work, and that's hard. Like for the rest of us, it makes us feel a little bit kind of crabby toward them. Now, yeah, my wife, her refrain, this is not going well, by the way, this hole-in-one process. She's like, you have days off. You can take days off. It's okay. Someone else can drive your route. Oh, I know they can. I absolutely know they can. But I like my kids, and I don't want to put them in the hands of other people who may not understand or appreciate their weird little sense of humor. They might misunderstand and think your kids were awful. And then I'll pull my security tapes, my DVR, and I'll watch it, and I'll say, well, no, they're not. They weren't being awful. They're kids. They're children who've been cooped up in a school for 8 hours, and now they're getting ready to go home, and this is the first time all day they've gotten to just sit with their friends. Thank goodness. Let them be kids. That was a hole-in-one. And I'm going to do this one too. You know why? Because I can. That was probably a mistake. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you to death. Thanks for sticking around when I'm sick and I'm unlovely. We will see you in the next video, I hope. Thanks. Goodbye.